championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on last year's national champions, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Bringing it out, it's Roche. He's brought down at the 12. That's good field position to start the drive. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. Wants to throw it. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. First down here for this offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball handed off. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He's got it in the open. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Tar Heels pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. Breaks into open space. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll run it to the right side. And the Tar Heels pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And the Tar Heels lining up here on 1st and 10. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Strong game by this quarterback. Setting the tone early for how about the execution, opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
Returner looking to create better field position. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Tight end makes the grab. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at midfield. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down at the 44.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football where it was headed. Secondary coaches got to be proud.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes the jet sweep. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Really good call here to go with the jet sweep, but you've got to get north and south. Once the defense is out of position, the quicker you can get vertical, the better chance you can find yardage for that first down.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks into the clear. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the Tar Heels will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, look at a throw for it. Snags a quick throw. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Caught by the receiver. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one in this conference championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Roach. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position start here. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. A deep shot to the left side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. He's got his man wide open. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually comes home with a sack.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. On the move now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Third down now after the incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the Tar Heels will bring their punt team onto the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the wideout goes in motion. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid a tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake on first down. The pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got it! Big gain inside the 25. What a snag by the junior receiver.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They couldn't stop him there.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Something here. And there's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And that will pick up the first down, spotted at 38.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down at 10. Give it to the back again. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Off Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble now. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
First and 10 play coming up. They'll give it to the back. Gets the first and still running. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice game there.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. He's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to throw here. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Receiver makes the grab. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the 4th down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them. And you're rewarded with a 1st down.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Press coverage now from the secondary. He keeps it. QB draw. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal upcoming. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's 3rd and goal. They try to sneak it for the 1st. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another first and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. He's wide open. Look out. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Bought some time, now lets it go. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. Just have to be smart.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Here they just rely on the big boys up front to get a good push, get some tough yards to put 6 points up on the board.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the quarterback dropping back. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Second down play coming up. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense now operating in empty. No press here. The defense backing away. Looking to pass here on second down. Escapes the pocket. He's free around the 15. He's swarmed by the defense. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to begin the second half. And who's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. We get the second half started with the running play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, and another incompletion.
We've just kind of gotten into the habit of seeing this offense just convert on these third downs. It's a rare stop. That first half, they seem to score every possession. What decision do they make here on fourth down?
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. They do it for a second time. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Gets rid of it on the move. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This comes an offense moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. The receiver grabs it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route. And I think it really caught this defense off guard.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. And the Tigers looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense facing second and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this third down.
And a throw for it on third and goal. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Now it's second down here. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about the quarterback scrambling here off of that bootleg? The defense, to their credit, took everything away downfield, thinking that they had a positive play, but instead, the quarterback shows how he can make them pay for it by using his legs.
It's a run to the left. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen and not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
On third down, he drops to throw. That pass is caught. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Tar Heels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught, completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, UNC!
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Good throw, complete to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Nowhere to run up the middle.
was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. It's an out route. The catch made. Will not be brought down. Tackle plainly made down at the 13-yard line.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the grab on the move. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We reach the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He's got it right near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. Well, let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's got the 1st and still going. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
The quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it and one for a 1st down. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
On 1st down, it's play action. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
offense getting set. Second down play here. He hands it to the back. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Oh, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play.
Boy, trawls and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
And the Tar Heels looking to cash in this red zone trip. Looks right for a quick completion. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Important moment here in this championship game. Third down and short on the ninth play of the drive. You make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
And the Tar Heels will line up on first and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Great catch when they desperately needed it. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
The offense still out there. They're going for two here. Throwing off play action. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's in the clear. Both out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Oh, the defense lost the edge of the defense. Good job of going with that touch pass, kind of a jet sweep to get out on the perimeter and let this receiver show what he can do with that kind of speed.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Breaking tackles and going. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Sacked, it's a loss back to the 6.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Second down and long now from their own 6. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That stop is going to bring up fourth down, and looking at the clock, I think it's a no-brainer. In a two-possession game, you've got to go for this, and you've got to hope to convert to stay in the game.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run around.
Swarm to the pass rush. The sack. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. Now play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Runs through the defender. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Here's a target, and it's complete. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. The time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Gives it to the back. Powers through. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
When you can run it like this with a late lead and the defense knows it's coming, that's a clear sign job. This defense is worn down at this point, and closing the game out should be pretty routine if they can keep this up.
Testing the right side here. Breaks loose at the 45. Here he goes. Past the 20.
Now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against